good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Morning Podcast for April 27, 2025. First, the United States and Iran have made progress in their negotiations, with Oman's Foreign Minister Badr al-Busaidi praising the shared aspirations for a deal based on mutual respect and enduring commitments. Experts are watching closely to see if the two sides can overcome their differences and reach a mutually acceptable agreement. In other news, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has taken a crucial step towards ensuring a smooth transition of power within the Palestine Liberation Organization by appointing Hussein al-Sheikh as his deputy and likely successor. This move is seen as a strategic choice to cement Abbas's legacy and pave the way for a more stable future. And finally, in a surprise move, US President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met briefly in Vatican City on Saturday, sparking hopes of a breakthrough in ongoing peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. The meeting has injected new momentum into the peace talks, with both sides expressing a willingness to engage in constructive dialogue. These developments have far-reaching implications for regional stability and global security. We'll continue to monitor the situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining me on this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press. And that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Today, we're covering several significant developments around the world. Firstly, in the Middle East, Hamas officials have expressed willingness to negotiate a 5-year truce in Gaza, which would include the release of all hostages held by the group. This proposed truce comes as a crucial step towards finding a peaceful resolution to the nearly 8-week-long war between Israel and Hamas. In other news, a federal court has blocked the Trump administration's attempt to eliminate collective bargaining for nearly 2/3 of the federal workforce. The preliminary injunction means that the collective bargaining rights of federal employees will remain intact, at least for now. Additionally, we're following a developing story in Iran, where a suspected chemical blast at a port has killed at least 4 people and injured hundreds. And finally, talks between Washington and Tehran have reportedly made progress on the nuclear front. We'll be analyzing the implications of this development and what it could mean for regional stability. We'll be discussing these stories and more throughout the day. So now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we took a closer look at the achievements of T. Rowe Price's dividend-focused funds, which have been generating impressive returns despite market volatility. We also examined the private credit market, where cracks are beginning to show due to escalating trade tension. Non-bank lenders are facing increased uncertainty, with nearly 40% of loans already classified as criticized last year. Lastly, we navigated a story that's making waves in shipping lanes and diplomatic circles alike: President Trump's statement that American commercial and military ships should be allowed to travel through the Panama and Suez canals free of charge. This development has significant implications for global trade, diplomacy, and economies worldwide. These stories highlight the complexities and nuances of the current economic and geopolitical landscape. But, as your trusted guide, I'll continue to provide balanced analysis and expert insights as these stories unfold. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and we'll see you tomorrow on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First up, a team of scientists has made a groundbreaking discovery in the field of condensed matter physics. They've successfully created a quantum Kagome antiferromagnet, which has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of quantum phenomena and lead to breakthroughs in fields like quantum computing and superconductivity. In other news, the latest episode of Doctor Who, titled The Well, has left fans and critics alike in awe. The episode's thoughtful exploration of accessibility, character development, and clever plot twists has been praised by many, with some noting that it's a great example of representation and inclusivity in science fiction. Finally, a team of researchers led by Xiaoyu Yang has made a significant breakthrough in the field of chemistry. They've developed a novel method for the catalytic enantioselective synthesis of inherently chiral calyxarenes via organocatalyzed aromatic amination, enabled desametrization. This innovative approach has far-reaching implications for the creation of novel materials with unique properties, and could lead to significant advancements in fields like medicine, materials science, and beyond. That's all for today's summary. Tune in to our full episodes for more in-depth coverage of these stories, and stay up to date on the latest news and developments from around the world. Doctor Who episode The Well review Quantum Computing and Superconductivity Research, Advances in Materials Science and Chemistry. Stay curious, and we'll see you tomorrow on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in sports, here's Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we analyzed the Buffalo Bills' draft strategy in the NFL, highlighting their focus on strengthening their defense and investing in future talent, particularly from the Southeastern Conference. Secondly, we celebrated an extraordinary feat in Major League Baseball as Arizona Diamondbacks third baseman Eugenio Suarez became the 19th player to hit 4 home runs in a single game. Although his team ultimately lost to the Atlanta Braves, Suarez's achievement is a testament to his skill and dedication. Lastly, we covered the conclusion of the 25 NFL Draft, where Memphis cornerback Kobe Minor was selected by the New England Patriots as Mr. Irrelevant, marking the end of this year's draft. This unique tradition celebrates the final pick and offers them a special experience. Notably, some previous Mr. Irrelevant selections have gone on to achieve significant success in the league. These stories showcase the excitement and unpredictability of professional sports, from historic performances to unexpected draft picks that can make lasting impacts. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we're looking at the Papal Conclave and its profound impact on our world. The event has prompted us to reflect on the intricate relationships between faith, power, and global communities. We're exploring how events like this shape our understanding of the world and our place within it. Next, we're examining the often overlooked realm of oil money funding universities. The Fueling Knowledge podcast has raised essential questions about the role of external financing in shaping academic research and the potential consequences of accepting funds from industries with vested interests. This thought-provoking exploration encourages us to consider the delicate balance between intellectual freedom and financial necessity. Lastly, we're touching on the world of sports, where athletes are pushing boundaries and achieving remarkable feats. The Penn Relays and other events are showcasing human excellence, inspiring us to strive for greatness in our own pursuits. These stories may seem disparate, but they share a common thread: the human experience. Whether it's faith, education, or sports, we're constantly navigating complex relationships and striving for excellence. Join us today as we delve deeper into these topics and explore what they mean for our global community. That's all for now. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more in-depth analysis and discussions throughout the day. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I've got the scoop on what's hot and happening in the world of entertainment and fashion. First up, we're still reeling from the news that James Gandolfini's iconic portrayal of Tony Soprano was almost played by another actor. But let's be real, it's hard to imagine anyone else bringing that character to life. And speaking of perfect casting, I'm still obsessing over Jenna Ortega's latest project, Death of a Unicorn. This horror comedy is set to stream on digital platforms this week, and with an all-star cast including Paul Rudd, it's sure to be a wild ride. And in fashion news, I'm loving Rebecca Harding's classic style with a dash of whimsy. From her go-to kite pieces to those beloved Hermes, Chyper shearling slides. She's giving us major style goals. But the real takeaway from her approach to fashion is all about balance and comfort. So, take note, folks. Invest in quality pieces, don't be afraid to experiment, and for goodness sake, wear shoes that won't leave you losing feeling in your foot for a month. That's all for now, darlings. Stay fabulous, and we'll see you tomorrow on the AI Daily Press. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we take a look at the Hide and Seek No More Mark II, a revolutionary robot designed to track down and remove feral cats from Kangaroo Island. This pioneering initiative is using cutting-edge technology, including artificial intelligence, thermal imaging, and drones, to protect the island's unique wildlife. With reports of increased sightings of ground-nesting birds and other native species, this program is a beacon of hope for conservation efforts across the country. Next, we explore the world of cyanobacteria and their remarkable ability to adapt to different light conditions. Researchers have made significant strides in understanding the intricacies of cyanobacterial photoacclimation processes, which could lead to breakthroughs in improving crop yields. By applying the principles of cyanobacterial photoacclimation to agricultural crops, we may be able to develop more efficient and resilient plants that can thrive in a variety of environmental conditions. Lastly, we touch on the stunning photography featured in our recent article about the Remembering Wildlife project, which highlights the importance of conservation efforts through breathtaking images of wildlife from around the world. Although not directly related to today's podcast, this project serves as a powerful reminder of the beauty and fragility of our planet's ecosystems. That's all for today's special report. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll continue to bring you updates on these stories and more, so be sure to tune in again soon. Until next time, good morning. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David at Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.